Yo guys, Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today is going to be the second video covering the Tokyo Ghoul Collab going over on Monster Strike. Here we are facing the Amon stage now. We are doing it in the multiplayer mode, so we are using some other people. However, I will say, of all the collab units I have used so far, the Toka seems to be the best, just because anytime anyone hits the Toka, it sends out a barrage of bullets. Making for a lot of damage really easily. So I will say that. As you can see here though, the game is just going absolutely nuts right now. The ally units are just working so well right now. They have some sort of skill where if they get bumped into, they do a lot of damage, as you can see here. And there is the Amon right there. This has like multiple stages to it. Actually, a lot of the stages on this game, there are a lot of rounds to each stage. And it's really quick flowing though once you get the right damage output. Like if you get the right combo characters where they all do good damage together and you get really high damage, you can fly through these rounds really quickly. But when you're not doing that max damage, or you get to a point, because there's sometimes where you get to a point where you're just barely not doing enough damage because you're just in such a bad position because there's so many different obstacles in front of you. That's the other cool thing about this game and its combat system, is that it uses on-screen obstacles to actually make the game more challenging and difficult, and it actually works very effective. Like there's walls on the side that'll slow you down, there's walls that'll speed you up, I think, actually, but there's also like teleport things where you go through it, they'll teleport you to the opposite side of the map and things like that. There's blockades where you can't go through a certain way, there's enemies with shields. It's really cool creative combat system, and I know this game is 10 years old and has been out for quite a while, but I will say it is actually pretty decent, and the Tokyo Ghoul cards are nothing to sleep on, guys. They are very good units actually, so they do good damage. I do have a lot of them leveled up. I have almost all of the free-to-plays now. I think the only one left for me to get is Yomori. We will be covering another battle here soon. After the Amon battle, we're going to go through as many of the Tokyo Ghoul battles as we can. We're probably going to be making a collab 3 just so that we can get some more summons going on. I would like to pull that Kaneki. It's the only one I didn't get yet. I haven't got to see or play with it yet. It is just driving me crazy, because I bet the Kaneki is absolutely amazing for some weird reason. I mean, not weird reason. You know why. It's because Kaneki's the main character. He's got to be the strongest one, right, guys? That's my theory here. Juzo, I'm not really sure what does, but as you can see there, that was 20 million damage, so not bad. This is the final stage of the Mon, and like I said, that is the Dojima Mon art from Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. You cannot tell me otherwise. That is Dojima Mon right there. And that is the 6-star art of this card. So yeah, there you go. There's the 6-star art, or the 6-star art. And we will be getting this card leveled up and actually put him on the team and actually use him, just because, you know, it'll be okay. We did have to use a little bit of a revive there. This Amon stage is actually the most difficult stage I have challenged out of all of them, even the Ayato stage. And that's saying something. I don't know how Yomori's going to be yet. Yomori may be nightmarish. I don't know yet, but I haven't been able to get the Yomori stage to show up. It has some sort of weird stage system where like the stages rotate or something, and I don't know why an event-based stage would have a rotation on time, but it does. And I actually used like a bell to make the Ayato one up here, which you will be seeing that shortly. And once again, another revive. That is 2 revives it took to clear this Amon stage. Like I said, this Amon stage, definitely not a stage to mess around with, guys. It is not a good stage to be messing around with, because this is just a hard stage, as you can see here. And then we go up to S. I'm thinking this might be the last round of this stage, but it does, like I said, there is a lot of rounds to this game when it comes to stages, because it just goes and goes. And as you can see here, I think that was the ally unit, and as you can see there, ooh, that's a good amount of damage. That did a good deal of damage. That is a good deal. The thing is, the Amon just does so much damage. He can totally knock everybody out on the field really quickly. That Amon's just no joke on this boss. As you can see, only 9k HP again. We probably had to use another revive just to clear through this. But we did, because the first clear you will get like 7 copies of the Amon. So you'll get a decent Amon. Oh, nope, he disappears, he jumps, and he runs to the next stage. On to the next round, guys. How many rounds are there on this? So this might be it. Let's see here. There's Amon once again. There's the boss health bar. Let's go ahead and attack. I think that's his final health bar. It might be. And as you can see right there, that was what I was talking about rounds where you just don't get any damage off, because there's so many enemies in the way you can't get to any of your allies to be triggering off those other skills and such like that. But as you can see, that was a really good round. 20 million there in the corner, 10 million there. Ton of damage there. And as you can see, yeah, the Amon is almost dead. We are almost finally done with this. As you can see here, Nishiki's going to go ahead and get some stuff out, and he comboed well. I don't know if Nishiki himself was doing any good damage, but he did combo well, and another revive. This should be it. We should be able to get through this dang thing. Here we go. We needed a revive for that little bit of health left. That is unfortunate, but that is okay. We did get through the Amon stage. I did just want to go ahead and showcase all of the stages of this. I do need to get the Yamori one done. I'm not sure if the next one is the Twin Snakes or it is Hayato. Hayato might have to be in the next video for this collab video, because this is already going on a 10-minute video from what it looks like. But as you can see here, we did go ahead and get Armon leveled up, and bam, he's on the team, guys. I should be using the Summonables, but we will use the free-to-plays because we farmed them up. So we have the free-to-plays on the team, and yeah, the next one is going to be the Twins here. This here was the other stage. This is by far the easiest stage out of all the stages when it comes to this Tokyo Ghoul collab. This stage right here was definitely super duper easy. The Amon stage actually has the most stamina required to challenge it. And I didn't notice that until after I challenged it. The other ones only require 30. And Amon requires 45. Oh, and so does Ayato. Ayato requires 45. But Ayato was relatively easy as well, so don't even trip on Ayato. Definitely was not a hard stage to clear. And see, this is what I'm talking about hold up as well. There's just two little bitty enemies, and there's just no way to really get anything triggered off. And it looks like when you go into the wall on this one, it just holds you onto the wall and won't let you go. So that's what I'm saying about the environmental hazards making the difficulty more difficult, not just like cranking numbers and things like that like other games do. But as you can see here is another round. This might be the final round. I'm not really sure. This thing just seems to go and go and go when it comes to this game. Some of them have really long rounds and some of them not so much. Yeah, I'm hoping this is the final round, because this is just taking an absolute forever amount of time. There we go, there was 2 more damage, and that does look like that is the end of that round. This should be the final round. Usually it's the final round when it does show, like, sort of cutscenes, sort of image. I guess they're calling them cutscenes. And here is the final boss stage. Here we go. So right there we triggered off of like a couple of our allies, so we did get some good damage there, and as you can see, boom. I think that was a clear super easy, but that wasn't the final boss stage. Can you believe it? Another round. That's just what I'm saying about this game. There's just so many rounds to these stages. And it's worth it because it gives you a decent amount of summonable materials, the stuff you need to summon. It gives you a decent amount for clearing these stages, at least for the latest ones. Like this Tokyo Ghoul Collab is getting like 5 per stage cleared. Nothing to sneeze at when it's only 25 to summon. Other events of this same type that are old, I'm thinking, is what the deal is. They're only 1 single pearl, and sometimes you have to even clear multiple difficulties in order to get that pearl. It's just crazy that the Tokyo Ghoul ones are only one difficulty and they give you 5 pearls per clear. No brainer to definitely get those cleared, but also this is literally the only reason why I'm playing the game is Tokyo Ghoul. I actually sold recently all of my characters that aren't Tokyo Ghoul characters that were sellable, besides one, because I did a few more summons on the banner, they're just not in this video. And I got a card with like a special pop-up that happened when I got it. Like it acted like a LR or something, so I want to know what that card is before I sell it. I'm not going to sell it if it's an LR, but I do believe this is about the end of the video, guys. So go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and keep it beast mode.